Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're hanging out with the Coin Scoop. I'm your host, Ruben.
And I'm your host, Chris Crypto. What's going on, Kryptonites?
Chris, we got a bunch of exciting things going on this week with
Yes.
cryptocurrency world. And right now, actually, Ethereum took its spot back as of right now,
As of
but
right now.
literally about 15 minutes ago,
Okay.
it took the number 2 spot.
What? Okay, so Bitcoin Cash took the number 2 spot, right?
Bitcoin Cash took the number 2 spot in the market cap.
Okay.
Even though right now Ethereum is actually, look, if you refresh your page now, Bitcoin Cash is back up at number 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you serious? Oh my goodness,
check
bro.
out coinmarketcap.com.
Yeah, I'm here now.
What's up, brother?
Can you see my screen or no?
Hold on, I just went back to CoinMarketCap. I'm going back to you.
This is sick, bro. I just literally had it up. It was Ethereum was number 2.
I know.
And now they're like neck to neck.
They're just gonna keep bouncing back and forth until I don't know what happens, but we're gonna find out though. We'll see who holds it.
Look at Bitcoin Cash is at 17.
Go ahead.
Bitcoin Cash is at 1782, bro.
Yeah, bro.
81% today.
Yep, Russ, what's up, brother?
Oh my goodness, yo, Russ, what's going on, brother? Oh my goodness, bro. Are you kidding me, bro?
81%. What a I think that's one that I know I definitely fucking missed out on, that's for sure.
Bro, this is insane. Bitcoin Cash is at 1782. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, you know what?
It was high yesterday, and today it just like it's climbing. It's like I've been watching it for the past literally like half an hour, just every
because I've been hearing
45 minutes, like
I've been
2 or 3
hearing
times it already.
I've been listening to like stuff today, so I've been hearing it like on and off, but I didn't even get a chance to even look at the price of Bitcoin Cash. I just heard that. I heard it went up to the number 2 spot, but when I went on right now, Ethereum was number 2 and Bitcoin Cash was number 3, and I think there was only like maybe like a $10,000 difference. What's going on, Blackwing? How's everything, brother? Sold half
more BTC for LTC.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Shit.
There's a hold on, Ruben. I gotta play some fitting music right now, guys. I gotta play some fitting music for what's going on right now. All right. All right, well, with that, all right, guys, just wanted to give you a little walk in New York hip hop right there. There's a war going on for the number 2 spot. Apparently, this is insane.
Up 81%, almost 82% basically right now.
This is insane, bro. I can't believe that, man. You know, I heard I heard most of the volume is coming from Korea. Look at this graph. Look at this chart. Can you see, Ruben?
Hold on, I gotta go back to your screen.
Goodness, man, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is making me think I should have bought. And think about it, bro. I was gonna get into Bitcoin Cash back when it was like almost around $200, bro. But of course, let me just see something real quick. Let me see where the volume's coming from. What's this? BitThumb. Look at this. No, is this it right here? No. Yeah. So I think BitThumb's a Korean exchange, right, guys? Can anybody confirm that? Look, there's this. Was BitThumb a Korean exchange? This is insane, bro. This is insane. This is what they call the flippening. This is the flippening in full effect right now. I didn't even, like I said, but I didn't even know it was at 17 and change, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
That's guys. What are your predictions?
High yesterday, as a matter of fact, yesterday was pretty.
What are your predictions, guys? What do you think is gonna be going on here with Bitcoin Cash? Oh my goodness, bro! It's almost at
It
2,000.
looks like, yeah, I think it is a Korean exchange. I'm
It
looking at
is, right?
the
BitThumb, right?
site right now. It's all in Korean.
So all that volume is coming from. Let me just see if I could just go into BitThumb really quick. I think all
You're
the
gonna have to
volume's coming
have it
from
translated.
34%, right? Let's just go into BitThumb real quick. Yeah, I think BitThumb's a Korean exchange, so this is coming straight from Korea. BCH is an altcoin. This is a joke. I agree with you, Blackwing. I agree with you on that, man.
Yep.
It's ridiculous, man. This has to be the biggest. This has to be. This is definitely. It's got to be a huge pump and dump right now.
Answer your question, Blackwing. With the, by what you're saying, it was under 6K. Bitcoin. It actually hit. I think down today. I think it dropped down to like 5,300 today. At least right now, it's like still dancing around the 6,000 mark.
Bitcoin dropped to. You said Bitcoin dropped to 5,300.
Yeah, today.
This needs to happen for BTC to hit 10,000. Yeah, man, that's a great. That's a smart way of looking at it. I think so too. I would agree with that. You know, I mean, and people would say even SegWit 2x should have happened. You know, you have a lot of people saying that SegWit 2x should have happened to kind of test, to kind of give Kai what's going on, man. Oh. Is that way? That is okay. That is all right. Kyle, I was saying it's a different thumbnail there. I was like, oh, is it the same thumbnail? How low is it gonna go? You know what? Let's just look at Bitcoin. I just want to take a quick look, guys, because we had a huge run up, and again, we had a huge run up in Bitcoin, but this is only because everybody was trying to get their free money, right? Everybody was trying to be a part of the airdrop, and that's the reason why. But I just want to look. Let's take a look at the historical data, and we'll go back to. I won't get crazy, but let's just go back to the last 3 months, all right? And I don't know if anybody's watching the screen right now, but let's just go back to the last 3 months, all right? So August, it was at, all right. So look, right around August. Look at the numbers here, Rube. Right, so you had this huge run up right before the Bitcoin Cash fork, right? So it's at around 4,000 in August. August 12th, it was at 38. Then you look here in September. September, it was at lowest 31.54. You know, and this thing almost ran up to 8,000 this past month. So within 3 months, it went from a low of like 3,100. Right, to a high of almost 8,000, right? It was like 7,900, guys. So I think common sense would say that, you know, when you have such a huge run up within a 3 month span like that, 4, 5, 6, almost $5,000, because everybody's trying to sit there and get the free money. They're trying to get that free, trying to claim more Bitcoin, whatever, the 2x and the Bitcoin Gold. I think it's gonna go down more, man. I think it's gonna be interesting, man. It's definitely gonna be interesting. When I just looked at it a little while ago, it was at 58 something, no? When we first put up the screen here.
Yeah.
It was at 58 something. So, you know what, just out of curiosity, let me look at the last 12 months. Alright? Let's just see where we were at in, look at this, June. We're looking at 2,000. May, June. 1,800, 1,900. When I made that video, actually, when I made that video, and I still have people hit me up on that ATM run. When I made that video, it has the price right there. I just got another message today, and I paid. I was just doing the test run for the video, and it was 1,200. And I got people always asking me, "Yo, how much did you make? How much did you make?" With that $20. And if you think about it, look how much Bitcoin has quadrupled, tripled up since then, and that's how much I made. Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely a war going on, man. There's a battle going on.
What I saw today?
What?
Which was a pretty cool little. It was a small documentary. Pretty sure you've seen it. Something like, I think it was the same guy that did the documentary "Super Size Me" on Bitcoin for a week.
Yeah. Morgan Spurlock.
I think that's his name, the guy with the
Yeah, he was on Bitcoin.
stash.
Yep, yep.
Ever see that?
Yeah, I did actually. I did. I saw bits and pieces of it. He's
Yeah, that
living
was a
he's
pretty
living on
good.
Bitcoin for like a week, right? He's in New York. He was in New York City, right?
Yep.
He was in the city and he was living off of Bitcoin. I haven't watched the whole thing. Did you watch the whole thing or no?
Whole thing. It was actually pretty good. It was cool.
Oh yeah.
It's funny though. I mean, a lot of places in Brooklyn are more susceptible to accepting Bitcoin, which is what he shows. Because then he ended up doing something like upstate New York, and everybody was like, "What? You kidding me? We don't accept Bitcoin." But he was like going places to like just buy a cup of coffee, and he ended up buying at the time.
Damn.
He bought one Bitcoin, which it's funny because the video on YouTube shows that it was released on March, but I'm thinking obviously that's just probably when it was put on YouTube because he bought one whole Bitcoin and it was at the time 640.
Okay. Okay.
It was an older video which I never realized, but it was just interesting to watch. It was just pretty cool to watch him. He went to the actual Bitcoin exchange down by Wall Street,
I don't.
right by the stock exchange.
Yeah. Yeah.
He met with what's his name, Antonopoulos. He
Yep.
sat with him, interviewed with him. He met him. He Bitcoin through the auction there, and then he downloaded it. Like he just did the whole process. It was actually a real good.
Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of it where he's doing where he went down there and but that's the
Right, what's
thing.
going on?
That's the thing, Ruben, right? So you have see he in that documentary he showed a good aspect of what most people are gonna want to sit there and use Bitcoin for, right? Because every time I mention Bitcoin to somebody, right, in the past years that I've always mentioned Bitcoin to somebody, they're like, oh, but how do I use it? You know, that's like the number one thing to people. Oh, how do I use it? What can I buy with
There's
it?
still
You
a lot
know?
of people out there nowadays that don't know. They don't know.
Yeah, they don't, bro. They have no idea. And it's like, and in a way, you know, they're kind of right. It's like people want to use it. They want to be able to use it as a means of convenience, right? In a cash aspect, right? In a cash sense, right? To kind of make it
Yeah.
easier. But if you think about it, Bitcoin isn't easy to use in those kind of transactions. It's not. You know, and I made a video on this on my vlog. I made a video saying like, listen, you know, it was called Real BTC Talk, you know, and I'm pretty much just saying like it's true, you know, it's not convenient to use if you're gonna use it in an everyday transaction to sit there and buy coffee. I mean you can do it, right? And it might be easy to a certain point, but again,
As
like
long as where you live is,
yeah, but you
open to it all over.
exactly,
I mean,
and
then
then
again, not
plus
everybody lives in New York or big cities. Really, I don't want to say it's just New York. It's really most of the big cities.
yeah. And don't get me wrong, there's videos out there, people are doing it. Yeah, it's easy to a certain extent, but what I'm saying is ease in the sense of like, you know, how much are you going to be paying in fees for that cup of coffee? You know, is somebody going to want to be willing to spend that Bitcoin knowing that in 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, it's going to be worth so much more that you would have overpaid for that
Cup of
coffee.
they ever paid for.
Yeah, you would have paid for that coffee 20 times over than what you should have. You know, so you know, and again, it comes down to the transactions being confirmed in a timely manner, which is another problem. So again, we talk about this. I feel like we talk about this all the time in every show, but it's something that we have to talk about because it's important. Because look what's happening now. You know, look what's happening. I mean, Bitcoin Cash, yeah, it could. You know, but then again, people could use Litecoin, but Bitcoin Cash has the name because it's tied to, Bitcoin, so it already has the popularity, but Litecoin has the longevity, but people, they just look at Bitcoin, or anything named with Bitcoin in a different light, so I could see more people using Bitcoin Cash, and in the long run, I could see that happening. Yo, Frey, man. But yeah, guys, let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Anything. I'm not spending BTC. I think we'll spend Dash first. Yeah, man. I agree. I agree. I think all the BTC that I'm holding right now, and Ruben, I know you also, we're just gonna sit there and hold at this point, man. I mean that's gonna be my strategy. Who said they sold? Was that Blackwing? He sold half more BTC for
Yeah.
Litecoin. Yeah, man.
Yep.
Listen, I mean, I'm trying to think if I had the choice now to sell BTC, would I go towards Bitcoin Cash? But then again, it's having such a run up. I think the safer play would be Litecoin, me honestly. So that's the safer play would be Litecoin, because this is too much of a run up.
For cash to be up right now, what is it? 81%. I saw it all the way up to almost 89% today. That number just seems a little too good to be true right now.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm expecting it to just completely drop, like out of nowhere. I mean, it may not drop back to what it was, but it's for it to go up so fast like that in such a small amount of time, it's gonna crash even harder, I think.
Dude,
but
it beat out Ethereum. Like, that's insane, bro. That's insane. Look, it's at 30 million. Let me just refresh this real quick. It's at 29, so neck and neck, bro. Neck and neck, man.
It's only basically about a quarter mil, 300.
That's insane. That's pretty impressive, though. I gotta say, man, that's pretty impressive. But again, it comes back to let's just throw conspiracy just for having fun, just for the sake of having fun, right? Segwit 2x was canceled, right? Or it was suspended, right? There's word that it's still gonna happen, right? But was this the plan? Like, was this the plan for Bitcoin Cash to come and throw a curveball into the mix off of the news of the cancellation of the Segwit 2x hard fork, that it's canceled?
Could be.
So Bitcoin Cash comes out, and now it's gunning for that #1 spot. Cause look, everybody's look at the graph here. Look at this. Down. And look at this. Look at Bitcoin Cash. It's almost like they coincide perfectly, right? It's almost it's like they mirror each other perfectly, man. I don't know. Do you guys think Bitcoin Cash? Well, no. I mean, I wouldn't say anytime soon, man. Cause look at that. Look at the market cap of Bitcoin is at 100 million. No, I'm sorry. That's 100 billion, bro. Oh, goodness, bro. Yeah, my numbers are twisted, bro. Oh my god, this is insane, man. Hey, whoever got into Bitcoin Cash, man, you guys, good move on your part, man. Because I was gonna get into that when it was, like I said, less than $200. So I don't know, man. I don't know how to call these things anymore, man. It blows my mind. Literally blows my mind, man. Bitcoin Cash is taking advantage of the news. Yep, absolutely. And you have all the volume coming from Korea, so I don't know how to call that, man. Do you have any predictions, Ruben? Do you think Bitcoin Cash can take the #1 spot in the next month or two? Do you think it's possible to jump up?
Month or two? I mean, listen, you never know. Like I consistently say, and I'll stick to it. If we could tell the future, we would all be rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like Frey just said, Bitcoin Cash is taking advantage of the news, which is very true.
Yeah. And what
for it to be up,
red Chinese
miners are partly.
Yeah.
Where's these dudes at?
Red Chinese miners, we're right here, Kai. We're right here, man. As always, we're right here. Red Chinese miners are partly behind it. Yeah, man. I think it's a whole. Listen, this could be the attempt at a takeover of Bitcoin, man. Because essentially, this is what these guys want to do, Rube. Don't get it twisted. This is what these guys want to do.
No, I know
they want that #1 spot.
I'm thinking, understand that. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I saw basically it was up at almost 90%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And again, Bitcoin has to 90%. At this point. Bitcoin has to fight. It's gonna be a fight, man, because they're gonna have to scale, and it's gonna have to be something that the market wants, right? Because right now, again, this to me is manipulation, but people right? People want to store value, right? They want to store value, so that in itself is Bitcoin, right? People don't want to sit there and use something like cash. They don't want to use a digital cash and have to pay these crazy, ridiculous high fees. It's just not doable. It's not, it's just not convenient. And then they don't want to sit there and wait, hoping that your confirmation gets put in a block in enough time and gets confirmed, in a timely manner. It's just not going to work when you're sitting there waiting hours and days for a transaction to get confirmed. I don't think anybody's going to sit there and tolerate that, and that's something that, again, that's something that Bitcoin is going to have to tackle, and they can. I mean, they have now, they have the ability to, move forward with the Lightning Network and whatever off-chain transactions that they have to do. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of things that they can do, but for some reason,
I believe that, Frey, by the way, to answer that last thing Frey just said, I believe that because, I mean, I saw it today myself. It was down to like 5,300 today almost.
it was
Down to 5,300.
Bitcoin was down to 5,300 today?
That was like the lowest today, its lowest point, even though it's back up to $6,000, but 5,300, down to 5,300, I should say.
Yeah. Well, you know what, man? It's like I said, man. Anything can happen, man. And this just proves it. This just proves it. I think the guys, Roger Ver, all these guys behind Bitcoin Cash, they have some pull, man. They have some pull, and they're able to obviously look, they're doing something here. So these numbers are just ridiculous, man. This is crazy for me to come home.
Tutoring is definitely shitting his pants probably right now. I mean, he spent most of this week. He spent most of this week like fucking just sitting there, just like trying to, like, having interviews and trying to explain this whole thing with Ethereum. And now that whole thing that happened with that wallet, now on top of that, Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin Cash, I mean, is taking the number 2 spot. Yeah. He's definitely probably shitting his pants.
Well, I think people also should be careful with Bitcoin Cash. Listen, we need to be careful with all of these things. At the end of the day, no matter how much people may hate Bitcoin, no matter how much they may not agree with the long confirmation times, no matter how much you may not agree with the high fees, at the end of the day, above all these cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin has the number one thing that beats all of them, and that's longevity. Okay, they have time in the game. All right, they have that time that none of these have. Not even Ethereum. As much I like Ethereum, don't get me wrong, but Ethereum has its issues. It has its issues, and they're still they're having growing pains, but again, they're still in their infancy as far as I'm concerned, and they need to scale. And they are going to scale
with a lot of these. Not only that, but it scares me with a lot of these lending platforms now that are making their whole thing Ethereum. Your RC20 tokens, they were accepting Ethereum with that now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you Lisk over ETH. Yeah, man, that's been Frey. It's funny that you mentioned that Lisk over ETH, man, because that's been the chatter for a long time now, man. That Lisk, it's the better platform than ETH, but good luck explaining that to the diehard Ethereans out there, because they would have none of that. But Lisk is definitely, absolutely, to me, Lisk is, and there's a bunch of others, man. There's a few others out there, but Lisk is a I'd say it's gonna be a well-off player in the game soon, very soon. And another one too, guys, to keep your eyes out on. All right, it's one that I've been holding for a very long time, over a year. All right, this one might just throw a curveball in the mix. I'm just saying, I don't know, but I have a good feeling Ardor is gonna give a lot of these coins a run for their money, man. So these people, they gotta watch out. Ardor. I don't know if anybody's into Ardor, but check it out, because I think Ardor is gonna be a
spell it out for me in the chat so everybody can do their homework.
Yeah, Ardor's. I think Ardor's gonna be it's gonna be another player, another heavy player in the game, you know. So, but and that would be, of course, in you know, against Ethereum and you know those kind of platforms or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe we need to. Oh man, I don't know, Ruben. That the color of that shirt there that you're wearing looks like a Bitcoin Cash shirt. Are you sure it's not? Are you sure it's a? Is that a Bitcoin Cash shirt, Ruben? Hope you're not wearing
that a secret.
Yeah, EOS Arc. Oh yeah, Arc 2, Frey. Oh my goodness, Arc. That's one I've been holding Arc for such a long time, and I love Arc. I love Arc. EOS I'm not holding, but Arc again. Arc is another one of those platforms that's just like. I mean, I don't know how anybody could fault Arc. You know, Arc is. I mean, look at what these guys have been doing, man. These guys are just like literally non-stop working. You know, the team is just amazing, man. You know, a lot of these coins need to have that kind of, you know, which is a lot of them are missing that. You know, and Arc is an excellent coin. I mean, they have the Aces, delegated proof of stake, which I love. That the wallet looks awesome. They you know, I got nothing bad to say about Arc, man. Nothing at all. Zero zip. You know, so I will continue to be a long holder of Arc. That's for damn sure. EOS, I don't know. EOS is, I know they still have an ongoing ICO. Ruben, EOS has like an ICO going on for like a year. Literally. It's like going on for a year, you know? And, but it's supposed to be a better, supposed to be a better platform. Something similar to Ethereum, but much better. And I see a lot of new projects coming out now. A lot of new projects are, I guess they're going to be coming from EOS, you know, or on top of EOS somehow, which is pretty cool, considering that I don't know anything that's being run on top of EOS or off EOS. So,
we'll see what happens with these lending platforms, though, that just,
the lending
all
platforms,
these ones
yeah,
that were just all, you know, on the ERC20 token, and they were all about the Ethereum. So we'll see what happens with that now, you know.
Yeah, I think the lending platforms are here to stay for now, man. I really do, man. You know, and it's just like even you know, I was talking to Bill, and he mentioned USI Tech, you know, and it's just, I don't know, I just feel like USI Tech. I just feel like it's the most out of all of them, out of all the ones that are out now. Like that would be my safest bet, you know. You guys look at
Russ just said you guys go look at Go Network.
No, I haven't looked at Go Network yet. I don't know what it is, but I'm just gonna do a quick. Is that the Disney? Is that the Walt Disney Company crypto? Devore tomorrow at 9 a.m. Wow. All right, thanks for that heads up, Frank. We'll see if I'm gonna have to try to. Maybe we'll see. Good luck. I wish you luck, man. Hopefully you could get in, because I heard Devore's has been just as grueling as Hextra Coin was, and Hextra Coin was a trip for me, a trip and a half. But Russ, were you talking about? Is this the Disney cryptocurrency? Is this the Disney crypto? Go Network, Go.com. This is I think this is it. Is this? Maybe this isn't it. Let me see. Go Network. Okay, no, I see it right here. This is it right here. From the winning team at ETH Waterloo, world's largest Ethereum hackathon.
Yeah, for some reason it won't let us post links. For some reason in the chat. Yeah, just like that. That's how I did it yesterday.
Okay, no, yeah,
I was just trying to look at. That's right. Dragon Chain was the Walt Disney one.
Yeah, that was not okay. I don't know what the hell I was looking at. I was looking at Go Network or whatever, but this is, oh, that was Go Disney or whatever. Go Network is creating a highly scalable, low-cost, mobile-first network infrastructure for Ethereum. Is this gonna be like a highly scalable? It's one of 8 winners presented to the most influential faces in blockchain community. Go Network's token. A major concern with blockchains is the speed and high cost of transactions. Transactions on blockchains like Bitcoin are expensive and slow. There you go. There it says it right there in one sentence. Transactions on blockchains like Bitcoin are expensive and slow. Blockchains are slow in general, so with growing usage, Ethereum will fare no differently over time. Go Network's solution solves this problem by allowing off-chain transactions simultaneously, creating demand for Go token. This is cool, Russ. This is cool. Off-chain transactions, massive potential. Design. Go Network makes Ethereum fast. State channels amortize the cost of transactions based on the number of off-chain transactions completed off-chain. Thus, typical high-frequency workflows, the cost of transactions will be several orders of magnitude lower than running the transactions on Ethereum directly. Yep, this is going to reduce the bloat on the Ethereum chain. This is cool. I'm all for this. Prime objective: build a mobile-first network for Ethereum ERC20 tokens that's off-chain. It's fast, cheap, and low latency. You see what I'm saying, Ruben? Making transactions cheap. This is cool. Token distribution. Target on crowd sale 30 million. Total token supply 100 million. Very cool. ERC20 purchase methods accepted: BTC and ETH. Okay, so 50% of the ICO, 25% will go to the team, 5% will go to advisors, and 20% will go to the dev, the ecosystem incentives, and marketing. And this is the team: Rashid Khan, Amit Shah, Zun Kai. Okay. Wow, they have their faces up here. They have all their info here. This looks good. Russ, thanks for this one, man. This is cool. YouTube is king, no blockchain needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, YouTube is definitely king for now, man. But remember, every king has his dethroning sooner or later. So we'll see. Zombies versus. Yeah, I gotta go through this. Oh, I'll read the. I'm gonna have to go through this off camera. We'll go through this, guys. I don't know if you want to check this out. Also, Go Network. I'll have to look at that one. Like I said, man, there's so many of these things, man. You looking at it, Rube?
Yeah.
There's so many of them. It's like. But this is cool. I mean, because anything that introduces off-chain transactions, I mean, this is something that, they say right here, Ethereum, it hasn't even reached the level that that Bitcoin has. Well, even that, yeah, but I think eventually, we're seeing it now, where, well, not so much now, but there's potential in the future for it to start having major problems, and that's because we see it now, right, guys, with Ethereum. You have a lot of these issues where you're trying to get into these ICOs and everybody's using Ethereum, and that kind of just like bogs the whole network down, Yeah, Frey, this is cool, man. I would say, yeah, and this is definitely a long haul. This is what I call a long tail, if you were to get into this, Definitely not lending platform status. And these guys just won. They were selected
like
as.
You said a long hold. It's gonna be like a Dentacoin.
Nah, I don't know about Dentacoin, man. Dentacoin is.
Well, Dentacoin is longer hold, I guess, but Dentacoin, I think, is definitely gonna.
Listen,
that's gonna be a regret, one that you regret that you don't get into. That's for sure.
If I go to the only way I'll get into Dentacoin is if I sit there and I go to my dentist, and they're saying, yeah, we're using Dentacoin or something like that. I'm like, all right, cool. Here, fill out this survey. You'll get a cleaning. Fill out the survey, and we'll give you $1 million.
the long term goal that they have right now, that's not gonna happen for a while.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening for. I just don't. I don't know. I don't get the whole Dentacoin thing. And I know you love it. I know you love it, but it's just
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, like I was saying before with Ethereum, man, it's like, everybody's get, any ICOs that use primarily Ethereum as the token, you see it. The network gets slowed down. There's all types of problems, and that's because Ethereum, it's, everything's being put on top of Ethereum. It doesn't have, and I don't even know if you could sit there and have these off-chain transactions, which this here seems to be going after right here. Go Network makes Ethereum fast. State channels amortize the cost of transactions based on the number of off-chain transactions completed off-chain. Thus, in typical high-frequency workflows, the cost of transactions will be several orders of magnitude lower than running transactions on Ethereum directly, which is the problem now with Ethereum. Everything is being run on it directly. And that's why I mentioned Ardor before. I like Ardor because, they're going to be bringing the child chain aspect into things, which is their off-chain transactions. Everything is going to be taken off the main chain, reducing the bloat, making things just overall better, and you won't have issues, But, yeah, Russ, thanks for this one, man. I'm going to look into this one more. It's going to be another one I'm going to add to my list. Of special little golden treats. Can you write that one down for me, Ruben? Go Network. Yeah. You wrote it down? Go Network. Go Network.
You hear me fine?
Yeah, you were breaking up a little bit before.
Ah.
Yeah. Wow, what's going on? Can you hear me or?
Yeah, I hear you.
If all this shit blows up tomorrow, what coins companies are still around after? Man, that's a good question, man. If everything were to go up in smoke tomorrow, what coins and companies are still around after the smoke clears? I mean, honestly, I would have to say, personally, for me, it would have to be Bitcoin, man. It would have to be Bitcoin. At this point, it would have to be Bitcoin. Everything else just doesn't have, like I said before, everything else just doesn't have that name brand. And right now, Bitcoin is the Walt Disney. Bitcoin is the Nike. It's the Louis Vuitton. Just watching this right now, I'm about to buy back in. Blackwick saying he's about to buy back in XRP, Ripple. You know what's funny, Frey, that you mentioned? You know what's funny that you mentioned Ripple? I would say, let's just go to Ripple, because if you think about it, right, the price isn't high for the token, right? Because I think Ripple it's Ripple's separate from XRP, right? Ripple's the company. But look at this, Rube. I'm gonna toss this at you. Look at this.
What are you looking at right now?
I'm looking at Ripple right now. Okay.
Oh, what are you looking at? Coin Market Cap? Oh, the website. All right.
I'm on Ripple.com.
Yeah, I see.
Can you see my screen?
I just went back. Yeah, I see it now.
You see my
screen? I was
screen?
just on Coin Market Cap just now.
Alright. And the reason why Frey says XRP, which is Ripple essentially, is just a token. And I would have to agree, even though I say Bitcoin, but I would kind of have to agree with him, because look at all these banks. Look at this. Look at all these banks. Okay, that are with Ripple, the company itself. UBS, Santander, all these other banks I don't even know. These are all around the world though.
Yeah, that's what they are. Santander's like all around the world. There's few of them in the U.S., but they're like all these are world banks, is what it is.
Oh yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to see what the list of banks was, because I know it's a lot larger than that. I just can't seem to find it right now. Banks right here. Maybe this will show it. No, this isn't showing it. Alright, I can't find it right now, but yeah, I would say Ripple only because they have the backing of all the banks, you know, and that right there is you can't beat that. Can't beat that with a bat. Right, as they say. I'm just trying to find where to list our company. Okay, let me see. Corporates, digital. I just want to see. It used to have a list. Investors include, well, okay, let me see something. Banks affiliated. I'm gonna put banks affiliated with Ripple. Right. More than 75 banks are now on Ripple's blockchain network. I'm just trying to look for a list. I could have sworn Bank of America was also.
I'll be surprised.
The latest from Oral-B does what no...
A complete list of banks that Ripple has partnered with. Look at this right here. Evolved. I guess this is just a... I don't want to click any of these links because... Ripple, dozens of banks are on board with Ripple. What about X? See? Dozens of banks are on board with Ripple, which is the company, but what about XRP, which is the token, which is completely... They're separate. I can't find the list now, guys, so I won't continue to bore you with my endless search here. But
Russ
yeah,
is
man.
talking about crypto exchanger.
Russ, you guys look at the new high rate. Yeah, me and Ruben were actually showing that one yesterday, Russ.
Yeah, we touched on that one briefly.
I
We didn't
put
go too
credence
much
orders
into
in,
it, definitely.
but they're under escrow, still unaffected by the
For the
plunge.
first time, meet the animals behind the
The hell
greatest story
is-
ever told.
Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. You put credence orders in, but they're under escrow. All right, good. They're still unaffected by the plunge. All right, good, man. So you got, I guess you got saved there by that because I know credence plunged, took a huge nosedive. Yeah, Russ, like we were saying before, we looked into we were looking at crypto exchanger yesterday. I don't know if I'll go to that website again. I mentioned this website yesterday. I mentioned this website yesterday for these guys that everybody can go and check out. This will help you guys. And this pretty much shows all of the like the lending platforms. I probably won't get into crypto exchanger only because of personal reasons, Electrocoin. But you know, I got shafted pretty hard. I got shafted knee deep. Yeah, I got shafted waist deep by Electrocoin.
Which, speaking of that, Brock Burkett hit us up.
Yeah, Brock, man. What's up with Brock?
The Brock Burkett. No, I'm
The
playing. He's
Brock
not
Burkett.
the Brock Burkett, but he just so happens to have the same last name, and he hit us up to tell us that he's not the same guy, but he did find out who the same guy was, and that he actually was a DJ in Brooklyn, actually, at one point. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Wait, was that it? I don't know. He mentioned a few things but in the comments, but he is not the real Brock Burkett that's on the run.
Yeah, for some reason I can't find Coin Exchange. Where did I find that Coin Exchanger? I could have sworn that was here. I got the rating on here. Anyways, I don't know. This is like for future upcoming things here. Coinlendinglist.com. Coinlendinglist.com. It gives a complete list. Well, almost complete. I don't know why Exchanger isn't on here. I thought it was here yesterday. It'll give you a quick overview, trust ratings, ongoing ICOs. It gives you a little breakdown of each lending platform that's out and some that are in ICO status, some that have finished, and kind of help you guys out there in your journeys. But I probably, like I said before, Russ, I don't think I'm gonna get into Coin Exchanger. I gotta see, man. I kind of lost. I kind of lost faith after I got screwed, so I might just be sticking with my number one pick right now that I'm still in, which is Gold Reward, and I'm hoping this one can save me from the depths of I won't say the word, but yeah. And escrow in December, they are locking up 50 billion. Fred, you talking about Ripple? And I thought they were supposed to do that in June or July. They were gonna lock up a certain amount of Ripple. Is that right? Escrow on this. Damn, if that happens, man, that's gonna be great. But I thought that was supposed to happen in June or July. I thought they were gonna do that lockup with Ripple. Yeah, I got saved. So my BTC value with the Mercatox is the same from like. Oh, that's awesome, Blackwing. Yeah, man, that's. I guess that's a good thing, man. It's a good thing you had it in escrow, right?
You hear your boy Antonio's pumping coin exchange?
Yeah, he is.
I still gotta watch that guy's videos. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I agree, Russ. Hit and run it. Yeah, man, I agree. You know, you put it in, get it out, man. Do make what you make, and I'm just very. I mentioned yesterday, guys. Anybody that wasn't here, I was mentioning Sean Walter's video, where he talks about how he's not gonna get. He doesn't even want to hear about traditional ICOs anymore, and it's just like on one hand, like I understand what he's saying, but on the other hand, it's like, I don't know. I still kind of love my little traditional, ICOs things, and like I say before, and I'll say it again. Sometimes slow money is better than no money, So that's just something that you just gotta have there. But I still like the lending platforms. I just have to be wary of all of them. Hence what happened recently. But again, that was a stupid mistake on my half. That's I deserve. Whatever. I won't say I deserve that, but it's just something that happened. It wasn't cool.
Which is funny. It's funny. This guy Brock Burkett. He said he contacted something about how he was able to contact the head guys of ETH Connect, and then like he's saying that he knows that they're like a bunch of Ponzi scheme artists. I think he said he met them on like Facebook, on MySpace back in the day or something like that.
Listen, it says it right here. Look, on Coin Lending List, right? Well, all of them, according to this website, are all, look right here, Ponzi MLM. Yes, Jatsi. Some happy and some unhappy customers due to a rough ICO phase. Soon opening the internal exchange. Attention, withdrawal now available. November 8th, as of November 8th. But again, all these platforms, when it says Ponzi MLM, yes, because essentially that's what
they are.
It appears to. I mean, that's what we're just going by what we know from history, right? From living life and going through these things and seeing it before our own eyes.
And in the news.
Everything. Antonio's been hyping CoinX. I have no idea. Okay, Coin Exchange, yeah. Yeah, again, I mentioned with Antonio too. I just kind of wish that, because Antonio was pushing Electric Coin hard. He was pushing Electric Coin hard, and it's just like after they went down, he kind of just like stopped. And I would sometimes go to his videos and see like, let me just see if he's even. But he wouldn't even be talking about it at all, like nothing. He didn't even mention nothing when it went down. I thought that was kind of like, at least you could have. You got a lot of people, they want to know what the news is. They want to know what's going on, You got investors, feed us the news, But he wasn't. Yeah. He just kind of stopped. And I mean, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? I don't know. I'm kind of like on both sides. So like maybe he could have given us the information, but then again, I understand because he doesn't want to even talk about it anymore. Like, why even talk about it? The fact that I'm talking about it, I feel like I need to go throw up right now. Just give me a second, bro. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Right? It's like,
Yeah.
But yeah, Coin Exchanger. Yeah, guys, just man. I don't know. I'm at a loss, man. I'm at a loss. Even Poly Network, like I was mentioning too, guys. Poly Network. I was gonna pull my funds out of Poly Network, which wasn't much, and these guys are charging 0.002. Bitcoin, that comes out to like 15, 13, 14 bucks, to just withdraw off of back into my wallet. And I thought that was kind of like, it's like, really, dude?
It's a business in itself. Yeah. Transferring the money,
Yeah. So you're charging 0.002, so I think, which is the other one I was thinking
Which is
about getting.
funny because all those fees have raised since um that documentary I told you I saw earlier today.
Okay.
It's a pretty good documentary. It's about 45 minutes long on YouTube, Living a Week on Bitcoin. But this goes back to when Bitcoin was 600 something dollars. But
Yeah.
to transfer that money, he only got charged something like, I think, eight tenths of a penny.
Yeah. You see.
You know, so the fees alone since then have developed. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I sent a transaction out from my wallet recently, right? And that was only not much, transferred of, around $100, and it cost me like $3-4, bro.
no.
You know, so now it's like, and that's the problem. This is the problem, that this is what's causing the divide in the community. All right, the fact that you have these high fees and slow confirmation times, and it's just not good, right? It's not good. That's not how it started, right? Back in the day, that's not how it wasn't supposed to be. But again, at some point, sooner or later, Bitcoin has to scale. It has to scale, you know, and I just think, you know, it has to be done tactfully. It has to be done strategically, because, you know, you're talking about a lot of money here, bro. You're talking about
Bitcoin Cash is up over 100% right now.
Unbelievable. Where you at on CoinMarketCap?
Yeah, the gap is spreading now, though. The gap is spreading. Before they were dancing around like,
my goodness, bro.
they were dancing around 250 mil, right, of the gap. But now the gap has spread from that to about.
It's up 100% right now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So the gap between Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum.
Look at this, and Bitcoin is down from 99, bro.
I know.
99 billion. It's at 95, bro. This, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, man. But this could be an attempt at a takeover, bro. This could be a takeover happening right now. Listen, if I wake up tomorrow, if I wake my ass up tomorrow, bro, and Bitcoin Cash is at 23, 24, 2500, bro, or in that range, bro, I wipe my hands, bro. Then I don't know anything about anything anymore, because then
But even then you gotta pump the brake. If that does happen, then you gotta think about it. You gotta pump the brakes, because that's just, to me, that's going up way too fast.
Bro, yeah,
That's going up way too fast for comfort right there. You know what I'm saying?
This could be it, bro. This really could be it. This really could be it. And look, it's happening right, bro. This was 29.30. Now you're jumping up from 32. Bitcoin's down. Bitcoin's down from 99. This is all within the time of this conversation right here, within this show. You know, so this is like scary to me. But again, this is what happens, right? This is what happens when you just have like you have different groups, different people wanting different things for an open source project, right? An open source thing, right? They can go and do whatever they want, and this is just I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say anymore, bro. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what the hell to say, man. You know, but if I tell you, Ruben, if I wake up tomorrow and this thing is at 2500, bro, I'm done. I'm done, bro. This is insane. Bitcoin Cash is officially more than what it was Bitcoin a few months ago, 6-7 months ago. You know, literally, and all it is an altcoin. That's all it is. It's literally an altcoin. You know, it just has Bitcoin Cash to it. Yeah, it has the same history, right? It's a hard fork, but it has the name Cash. It has the bigger blocks, right, to make the transactions, faster, cheaper. But again, I mean, you're talking about, you know, now we're talking about a chain, guys. We're talking about Bitcoin Cash now that does not have the time. You know, it doesn't have the time, so you have to be careful. You know, you have to see how Bitcoin Cash in itself is gonna scale over time. you know, and that's what needs to be tested. There hasn't been enough time to test that yet, you know.
Yeah.
So just be careful. I mean, yeah, you could do some trades, man. I mean, whoever was trading this, man, forget it. You're up crazy right now, crazy, you know, and that's cool for traders, but for long term, I'd just be a little wary. Like, I like that word. I keep using that word. I don't know why I keep using that word, wary. You should be skeptical. Skeptical. Is the drama good for the market, or will it scare new investors? Absolutely. I think it confuses new investors. You know, it was funny. I was at work earlier, and this guy I know just recently got into Bitcoin, and he's like, I go into work. He's like, man. He's like, fuck, man, damn. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, nah, man. He's like, Bitcoin is down. Bitcoin is down. I'm like, listen, dude, don't worry about it. He's like, man, he's like, I don't know. He's like, should I just get into Bitcoin Cash? You know, should I just get into Bitcoin Cash?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and to me, that's new investors, new people coming into the game. That's the that's where the confusion. I'm trying to look for another word. That can be, it's not a good thing, man. You know, Bitcoin is it. You know, as far as I'm concerned, Bitcoin is it. You know, it just, Bitcoin Cash might be cool for smaller transactions down the line for, like, you know, cheap stuff. But when you're talking about store value, when you're talking about, like they say, you hear it over and over again when they talk about the digital gold, the big boy, the Nike, the Louis Vuitton, the Gucci.
Russ said FOMO.
FOMO, yes, exactly. That's right. That is right. You know, you got everybody the fear of missing out, man. That's exactly what it is. You know, but again, you know, let's stick with McDonald's here. You know, let's stick with the McDonald's, the Walt Disney. You know, because essentially that's what Bitcoin is, man. You know, it has time on its side. You know, time has proven Bitcoin thus far to, you know, with its issues, yeah, it has issues. But look where it's gone. Look where it's gone with those issues, and it's just something that has to be worked out over time. We're still, we're still in the infancy of it all, man. We're still in the infancy of it all. You know, I just think and I see a lot of other guys saying it, just hold. You know, just sit there and hold. Just be cool. Keep accumulating. You know, I was listening to another interview today. The guy was saying, listen, while all the scared people are selling, all right, you got all the sharks, right? You got all the smart people, the Wall Street guys sitting there, and they're buying it up. They're buying it up. People are selling it, and these guys are buying it up. They're accumulating. Right? That's how they're building their wealth, all right? Because they know Bitcoin is it. Just to me, Bitcoin Cash can't be it, but I've ranted enough, Ruben. Go ahead, Ruben. I'll give you the throne. I've ranted enough, man. It's just
you're doing crazy. Good, bro. You're doing good.
Bro. It's ridiculous.
I was a little out of it in the beginning period because it was just so damn hot, but
yeah,
I guess the AC just kicked on like literally like 5 minutes ago, so I was able to like kind of wake up. But thank God you had it in you today, because if not, bro, we would have had a bunch of people sleeping on the chat. That's for sure.
Man, you know why it's so hot? Because things are heating up, bro. Not only over there in your little back office, but in the market, bro. I'm serious. This is insane, bro. This scares me. The fact that Ethereum is number 3. Okay, the fact that Bitcoin just dropped 5. But then again, this is crypto, right? Listen,
I'm curious to see what happens with Bitcoin Cash though in the next few days. I'm just curious. I want to see what happens.
It's ridiculous. Look, we're almost at 2,000, bro. Listen, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow morning. You know, we'll see, guys.
Well, like I said, I mean, just that alone, also, that's something that I wouldn't even like dabble with myself, just because, like I said, you know, listen. The faster it rises, the harder it's gonna fall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know.
And that alone right there can cause a lot of suicides in this world, you know?
All the world's a stage. That's right, Frey. You just said it best right there, man. In this world here, this is definitely
What's that movie again we were talking about with Jim Carrey back in the day?
Which one? Not Truman Show.
Yeah, the Truman Show, yeah.
Is it the Truman Show?
Yeah, the one where
Isn't it funny how that movie just kind of well, we already spoke about that.
Yeah.
You know? It's kind of this window into our lives, you know.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's ridiculous, man. But yeah, guys, listen, man. You know, we'll see how things go in the next few hours, going into tomorrow, going into the beginning of this week. And if anything, this has just been fun going over this stuff. It's fun, it's scary, it's exciting, and just be careful, man. You know, I know I'm watching my moves, my own moves. I'm trying to be as you know, reserved as possible right now, because it's easy to just go out there and try to take on the world with this. But I don't know. I've lost so many times, Ruben. I'm just like, I've forget it, man. I'm sick of it. You know.
You got to look at some of the posts on our Instagram. You got to look at some of them. The ones that like that one that says you know, it's like guys like that, you know, guys that succeed make hundreds of mistakes. They don't just like automatically do one thing and then become well known and rich and famous. We're speaking about Instagram, Frey. I was checking out your Instagram today, man. That's actually, I like your Instagram. I could tell you're a baller. He balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays ball. Also, I don't know if you're a vegan or not, because I saw that one. I think the Jamaican food truck. That was a vegan food truck, which was actually pretty cool, because just when was it that I was in Tampa? Was it last weekend, Chris?
Was it? I think so. Maybe.
I think last weekend I was up in Tampa, and I ate from a Jamaican vegan. It was like this like thing going on in the park where they have a bunch of like tents, people sell things, food, all this stuff. And I saw this Jamaican guy. It was a roadie place too. And he had vegan food. Oof.
Yeah.
The bomb. Oof. Loved it, man. Loved it. Loved
he said
it.
The bomb.
Yeah, I loved it, bro.
That is funny, man.
But yeah, that was a cool Instagram. When you get a chance, check out Frey's Instagram, because he checked us out on. Yeah, he has a few videos on there too. Some funny videos. He has he says he did videos for a music festival. That's cool. That's cool. Nice. Blackwing, I bought some BTC back.
He sold 10 Litecoin for Bitcoin. Listen, Blackwing, man, listen, bro. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I can't even tell you how many times I have sold, bought, trying to play these. Now, like, I'm trying to keep this mentality in my head to just forget everything that's going on, and Bitcoin, I'm gonna have my altcoins, but I'm gonna have my little stash of BTC, and that's it. You know, I'm just gonna forget about it. You know, so
forget about it. What are we doing?
That is it, bro. Yeah, man. But good luck, Blackwing. Yeah, man. I applaud you on that, man. Just be strong, man. Be strong. There's a war going on outside, man. You know, there's a war going on outside, man. So.
Well, I think that's it for today, right, Chris? We went over a little bit over an hour. We had some solid talk, a nice little chill time, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as usual, thank you for joining the Coin Scoop. Don't forget to tell a friend about the Coin Scoop. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm your host, Ruben.
And I'm your host, Chris Crypto. Peace out, guys. Have a good night. Much blessings and crypto wealth to you. You walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook, 'cause ain't no such thing.